Hey, this is Jerry with Tech, and today I wanted to show you how to use the new Epson boardless smart boards. So yes, you did hear me right. I did say boardless smart boards. The new smart boards or new Epson projectors do not need a board anymore to use the smart program. So let's go ahead and turn on our board, and we'll go over some of its or our projector and go over some of its features. So as you see here, I have the remote. You can only turn this on with the remote or up here on the little button panel. So we're going to go ahead and use the remote and turn it on. Another new feature to the board is that you only need to use the USB. There's, like, we used to have a VGA, which is like the cord with the little pins inside, but now all you need to do is use one USB with these. So we'll go ahead and wait for this to start. While it's starting, I'm going to go over the remote a little bit. As you see, start at the top, there's the power. If you ever turn it on, it's not showing a picture. You can always just click the source search button, and it'll go through all of the different sources until it finds the one that you're connected to. On this computer, it's showing that I have to install a program in order to use the the new Epson's projector. So if it does this, there's a good chance you may need to call us in tech or put a ticket in to come install this for you. I'm not sure if it'll let you do it, but if it does, that's awesome. And that little plug-in will allow the projector to work. It's a little bit different now that you have to connect via USB, but the one cord does everything. Getting back to the remote, it's really pretty simple. You don't really have to mess with much, but some features that you might find useful in your classroom are the mute buttons. You can quickly turn it off and on by hitting the mute, or the freeze. Say you have some notes up, but you want to go work on your computer without them seeing it, you can quickly hit the freeze button. This is a little bit different than what you're probably typically used to using, like a smart board. The fact that it does all the work with the projector, so you don't even really have to use a smart software if you don't want to. I know everyone's used to it, so yeah, feel free to use it. But if you just want to quickly draw on something, you can do that with the pens running off the projector, so I'm using the software. Alright, so I just mentioned the pens. The pens are kept in a little box like this on a magnetic mounting, in a little magnetic mounting box, and they run on rechargeable batteries. Every room should have one of these. So if your battery gets low, just go ahead and pop the back off of the remote or of the pen, take the battery out, and then, I don't know, charge it for a few hours in there. I bet it takes maybe, I don't know, 4 hours for a full charge. Don't quote me on that, but that's somewhat typical. So keep the pens in there when they're not in use, just so you don't lose them. I'm sure they're expensive. I haven't priced them yet. But as you see, this is the pen that you used to write on the board with. So right now it is in computer mode, which all that means is basically the pen is a mouse at this point. As you do see, there's a button on here. The button right clicks. Use that for, you know, your right clicking if you're on the main screen here. But you'll see now with these Epsons a little laptop with a mouse in the bottom right hand corner. I think it can be in the left corner too, but we'll just show you in the bottom corner. So if you come down here and you click on that, this is going to give you the option to either use a smartboard as a mouse, which you'll need for if you're using the smart software, or you're just using, like, you know, the pen as a general mouse while you're up here. Like, you know, if you want to open up programs or really do anything else that you'd want to do on the computer, you'd want it in this mouse laptop setting. If you just want to free draw on the board without using any programs, you can just simply click on that and then click on the little arrow there, and it's going to give you all of your pens. So at this point, you know, not even having the smart program open, running off the projector, you can click a color and start free drawing. This is something you might want to just play with, just to get used to. If you don't want to use it, it's fine. If you want to continue using the smart program, that's cool too. But, you know, say you're just teaching at the board and you're on a website or something and you want to quickly annotate on that website, you can just come over here and choose that that little pen and projector, which means you're going to draw on the board via the projector instead of using software like smart software. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase all this. If you don't want to just erase everything, you want to erase one thing, just click on this little thing and then go ahead and erase from there. I mean, there's different thicknesses. It's on a medium thick one. There's highlighting. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. You can even do different pages. Or actually, no, this is a forward and reverse. So, like, say you go and delete something, you can go back, even though you deleted it real quick, which I don't know if you used it or not. You can also hit that button, and it'll turn the entire screen white for doing nothing but drawing on the board, where the other section is to draw on top of different things that are on your Windows desktop there. So that kind of sums up using the projector as a smartboard, marking on it yourself via the projector instead of the software. But just remember that if you want to use your smartboard software, you do have to come down to the bottom here. Usually you just click it. So you come to the bottom here, find that little, let's see here, find this thing here, click on it with your pen, choose the mouse, and then you can freely use the smartboard product or software. So say one day you come in and your pen is way off. It's you want to write, you want to click the start button and it's clicking right above it. It's not calibrated with this system. What you'll need to do is find the remote, click on menu. Once you're at menu, you want to scroll down to extended, using the arrow keys, go over to the easy interactive function, click OK using this as the middle button as your clicking device, and then do manual calibration. This takes a while, so I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 minutes once you do it. And once you start, it's going to ask you to get the pen and press the pen in each green dot, and there's like 35 of them, so make sure you have some time to do it. And then once you're done, it will recalibrate the board to line up with where your pen's at. So the new projectors have rocking speakers that came with them. If they aren't working right away, the first thing you want to check is or to see if it's on. So simply come up to the speaker with all the buttons on it and make sure that it is on. And you can hear a little clicking noise and see a little light that's on. That'll verify if the speaker is on or off. Then you can adjust the volume there also. Say it still doesn't work, then you're probably going to want to go back to the computer and check to see if this is on mute, like the actual video player that you have is on mute and there's some volume up. And also down here, make sure this isn't on mute. You know, if it's turned all the way down here, then or muted, you're not going to hear the sound. So it looks like I have volume here, and Schoolhouse Rock should play. I did notice a slight delay. There's like a half-second delay between when you push the play button and when it starts playing on the screen. So click.
Hey, that's smart! Ouch, that hurt! Yeah, that's not fair!
And so take that into accountability. I don't know. Maybe they'll come out with an update someday that will fix that. But for now, there's a slight delay between when you actually click play and when the sound comes on. And that's really it. I went over all the basic features of the new style device. Just have to remember to use the smart software, you have to be in the laptop mouse area, or else it won't let you draw like you normally would on your smartboard. So if you have any questions, you can either email me directly or put in a help desk ticket. Thanks.